Check, check. Hey, hey. Yo, Brute Scrims on a Tuesday night, baby! Right, this is actually a little bit of a sad day for me. Been doing Brute nearly as long as I've been streaming these scrims. It's one of the first scrims I took up in the first few weeks. I had 1 week off when I had a bit of trouble filling the lobby, and now I'm back with full lobby. But it's actually the last time we'll be doing Brute scrims. They are in fact going to team up with Hylos and be running like more of an arcade, sorry, more of a tournament style thing, where the scores sort of aggregate throughout the week. So like 2 nights a week instead of 1, and your points add up for the whole night. So really full lobby tonight, 20 teams I think, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17's missing. Yeah, so there's 20 teams. I have jumped in the place of team 17 I think. Owning Nation maybe. And apart from that we have EXE Execute, Future Nature, Virtue, Penta Ace, X Gamer, Totem Esports, Kuma Gaming, Hell Gaming Blood, Vey Victus, Drunk Bandits, Yakuza, Owning Nation Airs, Ares, Nightmare, Rise of Kings, Help, Team Illuminate, Team Panic, Defeaters, the Orion Nebula, and Intense Pressure. I did see Fricky. I spied Fricky in the lobby. Is he here? I can see Totemar. Yeah, fainted 7, so it's looking like that a few of those names I read out, like Future Nature aren't. Oh, is that what FN stands for, right? Thought it was fainted esports. Future Nature, yeah, I got it. So anyways, have a quick look at this flight path before it's too late. We've ran through those teams there. And the flight paths are pretty westerly. Looks like Kikado just got a kill straight off the back. Nice, it's nice having 20 teams. That extra, a lot of the scrims I do, there's like 16 or so. Definitely get better frame rates when there's 16 teams, but yeah, when there's 20, we get some really good hot drops. So we do have quite a lot of teams here in military base, and I will put the small camera on someone who's probably going to be more likely to be in a fight than those guys just drifting down. There we go, yeah. Help are also fighting. Okay, sorry. Intense. Yep, finished off Rock slowly there. So Inside and Haku gonna have to deal with this themselves for the Rise of Kings. Losing slowly. And do they have a 3-person team? No, they're the 4, so they've got one more. They've got a 0-9 Outbreak, probably a trial tonight. And Santach is already on the Overwatch. Cheeky. With a DP as well. Cheeky. That is very cheeky. Is there any... no, it's just an Einsight, but still, nonetheless, DP Overwatch on top of the Rise of Kings. Shots coming down. There goes Outbreak. Walking around on the rooftop. Do not loot the C-block rooftops. Oh, is that Hardman? Hardman's up in here too. All my friends are in the game tonight. Alright, so Santachi gets that. Who the hell is Hardman playing for? Help. Oh, Hardman's a really good player. Good lad. Helps organise the pro EU scrims. Oh, here we are. Oh, nice by Inside there. Peeking around and just getting that last bullet in. Side, we've only 5 bandages right now. No one's coming for Morton just yet. Hardman making that push into hospital, but it looks like hospital's pretty much cleared out now. There we are. Haku goes down there. And And that's it. Intense just cleaning up. Everyone just running to this building here and just acted as a hub for military base. And what was a hot drop is now pretty much empty. Only Kuma, and they seem to be leaving the area right now. It's looking like Help have managed to clear that area out too. And sitting comfortable in the hospital, Penta, Spider on their way out of the area. Is that Spider the only one left for Penta? Yeah, all of Penta is gone now. Spider just running away. Totem Esports on that central ground near Gatka. Yakuza have taken a compound over the bridge. They might be waiting there for a little while. Panic. No, Yakuza are on their way off now. And Hell Gaming, they've got the compound on the other side of the bridge. They might be some sort of trouble for Intense on their way off the island. Who knows? It is only Zone 1. There's a lot of freedom for how the teams move off that island right now. They can go West Bridge, East Bridge, or boat. Looking like Richard was the only one to survive for FN. Future Nature. Unfortunately, Fricky, Nish, and Sneaky have been taken out. But there is 3 more games tonight, and we'll see how FN get on. Here we have Rich, sort of overwatching Nightmare here. Kuma Kiki, L4MA, welcome to the channel. Yep, and that's why I was following Richard there to catch it, in case that fight starts. And there we are. Richard doesn't make it across the road. Kuma gonna have it. Yogan making a move too, so they might be chased down by Totem here. I'm not sure. Totem probably seen where they've gone. Looks like Toman's going to hold up there for now. Defeater's getting some action. Help, the Go, and Nox both went down to Defeaters, unfortunately. T-God here too. Does that mean it's Hardman is the only one standing? Oh dear, it's all on Hardman. I mean, very capable young lad. I'm sure he can grasp this situation by the balls. And absolute nightmare for Help, though. You should be so careful where you pull up on, especially in a 20 team lobby. There we are, hard man up there. Just making it away, was he? Yeah. Spider's up there on a solo too. Go on, hard man. I know you're dope at 1v1s. I know you clap me in a 1v1. Go 1v1 Spider. Oh, hard man, the fate of help is in your hands. I don't know if you're in help team or this is a tryout, but all the best for today. And I'm sure you got this, man. Got Vay Victus up here. Looks like Vay Victus might even be just trying to surround Ione here and stop them moving from this compound. Over here at this lesser known spot in Erangel, the lighthouse, no one ever really comes out here. If you look at the map, it's kind of not really useful for anything. So yeah, is it just just Climber here? I don't think they even knew. Maybe they might not even known that Climber was hiding in there. Climber and Famos hiding in two separate parts of the map. Not many teams edging it, but we do see Nightmare, X Gamers, and Kuma on the edge. But apart from that, most people have gone center zone compound, and they're just going to wait this out. Santachi seems to be scouting over towards Totem and Co. EXE Monster does get a knock there. They're going in for the hard push. One knock and they're going in hard. I like it. Wiped. So I'm not even sure what that team that was because they didn't have the right tags there. 22. So yeah, 22 is Team Panic, just only one person with the tag there. That's why I got confused. So that was Team Panic wiped off the map. The last two members taken away by X. And there's a lot of people pushing into this northeast corner now. Yeah, Totem spread out a little bit. The rest of Totem putting back to Wasted right now. Wasted just going to let Defeaters pass. No, you're going to send those shots off now. They pulled up. Does EXE start firing towards Defeaters as well? And we also have Yakuza up on the hill. It's excellent when so many squads try and make it into middle zone early game, because we do see this awesome fights come out. Evil Boy taken out there. Shabby too. Intense. Susie on the AK there. So Defeaters keep driving and they end up inside the quarry. Hardman's still alive. No one around Hardman for now. Going to be able to okay to survive for a little bit longer. Orion Nebula flying across that southern road too, possibly heading towards Primoshko, maybe Quarry itself. Defeaters seem pretty comfortable having made it there without too many hits landed, and I own Climber still hiding in this tiny little building here, just prone, trying to survive out this match. And we actually have Hell Gaming over here. Little do they know that inside this small building is a Climber. Nightmare finally pushing into. Kuma have gone straight to middle zone as well. They've got themselves the compound down the road from the quarry, good little warehouse area. So we already see the end game plans in play. Most teams have got their central compound, and it's still going to depend where the zone shifts for now, how they make their rotations. Surprised not to see more edges. There's barely any edges, man. It's just Spider and Hardman who are solo. X Gaming seem to be edging it a little bit. There's only two of them left though, so they're taking a. Edging's going to be quite a strong play now. What with all these people in the middle. The more there are in the middle, the stronger edging is, because you can kind of come in and pick off distracted teams. It's the vice versa. The more teams there are on the edge, the stronger it is to be in the middle. So a lot of the real tactical decisions in PUBG can only be made when you have all the information that I have, and obviously these players don't have all that information, so it's a lot harder for them to make the exact right play when it comes to edging or heading for those central compounds. Nice driving, bro. Who's driving? Hyper. Failure test. That's one point on your license. Oh, and we have some shots here. So they found Nightmare have found a squad. There will be Orion Nebula sending those shots down. Here's Lilyuka, not really landing much, unfortunately. Here's our other survivor, Famos from Ione. Both last remaining members of Ione taking their own tiny little hiding spot. And as Nightmare pull into the quarry, we see Defeaters already here and already contesting for this land. Baki just really wants a head to peek out right now. He was standing still out of the unfortunate miss there. I don't think these guys are equipped to take on the long-range fight. I saw an UMP there. You know, and versus a Car 98 with a big scope. It's not much point. And look, Famos just still hiding in there, gets away with it. The zone shifts southeast now, meaning Ferry Pier and Pramosh, good places to be around that south area. Hardman got a bit of a push by himself, as well as Spider. And Climber just getting away with two full squads running around that area, never finding Spider at all. EXE pulling up now. It's funny when you see one team leave and another team pull up exactly where they were. Here we have the Drunk Bandits pulling in. Could make this situation at Quarry quite interesting with 3 full squads. So yeah, EXE shooting down at defeaters, but Drunk Bandits have already also pulled up, maybe looking to third party the situation somewhat. Running around, Wanted's running around in the open here, but it's worth it. Does get a knock on Royal. Famos just sitting there doing nothing. It's too funny. Just ignoring all these fights. Ione in such close proximity with so many different teams, but no contact. Liluka from Orion Nebula hits down, gets a knock with the M4 there. Royal is back up and healed. Wow, look at all those smokes. Oof. Defeat is getting another nice Car 98 shot there into Redox. And Drunk Bandit's going to really want to keep pushing this EXE situation. Hardman's done a really long rotation round. Penta Spider just went straight to zone, and Ione's just gone straight in, but Hardman's completely repositioned to this west side, and we'll be hanging out there for now. It's also looking like elsewhere. Orion Nebula have just been finished off by Hell Gaming, unfortunately. I was going to go catch that, but I was just a second too late, and Liluka was dead. So I'm guessing Ione Spider's going to hook up with Famos. Defeater's still sending off those sniper shots. Baki seems to have located Wasted as well. Oh, and Baki gets knocked from the side, forgetting about the fact there was 2 more teams here. Nightmare for Baki as well. Kuma pulling in. The Quarry has got heated. And of course the zone has popped again right around Quarry. Hardman's rotated down to Primoshk now. And good rotation, Hardman. Well done. And we'll probably be able to see you in the top 10, I'm assuming now. Yakuza have pulled up too. Wasted here, managed to make it in ahead of the rest of the squad. They've got the rest of Totem behind. They're going to be pushing in. Totem going to try and claim this quarry for themselves right now. They're making that push already. Let's watch this Totem push as the smokes continue to come out, and Nade goes out towards Kuma. Wasted scouted out the information. They've came in, they're moving together. Corda goes down. Leo waiting right behind that rock there. Wasted turns around and finishes it. That's Kuma gone. Totem knocked 1 squad out. Now can they continue to rotate around this whole of this quarry here just for cleaning up? Drunk Bandits have 1 down. Screw for Hell Gaming 2 is down. So Hell Gaming with Saab is going to push in and maybe try and finish off the Drunk Bandits somewhat. Nade's just a little bit too far to the left. Jibhouse YT is healed back up and up now. Penta Spider finishes off Screw. So Spider making their way into zone now and actually picking up some kills. Yakuza get Wasaba out. So that's Yakuza on the third party there. Although it's just counting the parties right now, you kind of lose count on your fingers and toes. There's just too many parties here at Quarry. I'm not even sure who the original party is. To be honest, it's Defeaters. They've been here the longest. All the other squads have pulled up since Defeaters pulled up here. Wasted gets a little bit of a spray from Rich there, I think. And Bandit goes down. And the zone pops again. It's popped still further towards Quarry now. It's looking like Hardman didn't quite make it into the top 10, unfortunately. And we will see a lot of chaos now. This zone's popped, and it's looking like EXE kind of got one of the prime locations right now, depending which way the zone pops next. Totem, not so bad either. And Drunk Bandit's already in zone, pretty comfortable. Everyone's struggling to get into this Quarry area now. Nightmare just getting sprayed down by EXE. Totem Yogan also manages to DP. Gotcha from Nightmare. Nightmare under so much pressure here. It doesn't even look like they have a vehicle out there. No, they do have one. Sorry, they've got two. I thought they were coming on foot. It's taken them so long and they keep on getting sprayed down so much. But there's just that many people trying to gatekeep them right now that they're having trouble. But they are in zone, and maybe they don't need to worry too much if they can just stay hidden and let these teams fight it out right now. We are down to 11. Susie getting a knock on Ve Victus Amolder, I think it was. EXE sending shots back, but Totem gets a shot off there. Monster just hiding in a ditch, not even fighting right now. Defeaters have a knock too, unfortunately. So Defeaters just made it in there. So now DB seem to be clearing the edges. Totem is still in the game on that other side. Defeaters, the original Quarry posse, have 2 players left. DB pulled up about halfway through, and they've got 4. Can't believe how much pressure's on these edges, though. Intense, having so much trouble getting to zone. NM, Nightmare, not actually that far out of zone, to be honest, but once they made that push, this high ground's going to absolutely screw them. Totem Chris gets Def Spin. Totem doing pretty good in this last zone. Let's have a little check on their team kills right now. Only on 3. They've got a lot of knocks that have been revved, and here we have it. NM pushing in a zone. They're going to have to deal with this high ground situation with EXE right above them. Wow. Susie and Santach still alive out on the edge. Almost can't believe it. Yeah, not anymore, they're not. So many teams in this weird terrain for the last zone. It goes up and down. Lots of different levels here. Someone's going to get very lucky with the zone. Will it be Nightmare? This hyper splits off. I was about to say it would be a good idea for one or two of them to split off. They're just standing in one nadeable spot. Red Ox goes down. Monster goes down. Sid down, and Wanted are also down. XG and DB fighting it out there. Lots of damage dealt to both sides. Playzone gets VAE Caesar. As NM push it to 5th place with that awesome tactic. Surprised they weren't heard by EXE, or EXE aren't doing more to screw with them. It might be that EXE didn't hear them pull up. This Monster gets Satidos down. So 5 teams remaining. We got Totem on the side there. Nightmare in this weird little position underneath the cliff. Totem have zone pretty much, so they might just be able to wipe out this whole lobby. If they just get on those different tiers of that bit. Here we have Wanted pushing towards Hyper. Hyper pulls out and gets Wanted. And finishes Wanted off there. Everyone else scrabbling for zone. Satiros doesn't know which way to go. Satiros just makes it up out of zone there. Nightmare starting to smoke up the road. Nades going down into the smoke already from Totem. Everyone's just pushing towards Totem here. It's only Nightmare left. Counter spray though from Nightmare is great, and they might have a window of opportunity to get some cover or get into zone a little bit more. No. Hyper goes down, Vakes goes down, nades are coming in though. Wasted makes the run. Gotcha goes down, Bandit about to go down too, possibly. Ooh, Bandit gets wasted, but it's not enough. And yeah, Nightmare taken out in 2nd place, with Totem taken 1st. They were on 3 team kills last time I checked, and they managed to get another 6 as the time progressed. And yeah, Totem in 1st with 6, Nightmare in 2nd with 5, and EXE in 3rd with 9. Defeaters in 4th, Drunken Bandits 5th, Ve Victus in 6th, and XG in 7th. Okay. Okay, we'll be back in about 10 minutes with the next game there. Cheers for being with us.
love for the light. Give me hype, give me time to vibe, and I'll shine with the light. Give me bass, give me beats, man, give me a mic. Give me a rhythm, and give me a pipe. Give me a vapor, give me a blunt. Give me a lighter, give me the bud. Give me a beat and I'll bring in the love. Well, swigging it up. Give me a hug, give me a fist bump. Yeah, the system's fucked, so I twist it, mixed it, glitched it up. Riding a rhythm, I'm killing the fogs. Killing the beat, I'm big and unique. I tell ya, man, I'm swigging the tea. Well, sound man, give me a beat. It's the biggest defeat. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me ital food, no grease in my grubs. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me dreams from the deep, give me weed, give me bud. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me freedom from ego, freedom to love. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, cause the scene that I see breaks to dust. Yo,
I'm over this. Big chart tunes with a load of shit. Like real music, roll with this. Come over this, be the soul in this. Like yo, I'm over this. Big chart tunes with a load of shit. Make real music, no one gives. Yo, shit music's where the donuts is. But yeah, I'm over that. Cause them big chart tunes with a load of crap. Big money promo video, but your content's totally whack. And we both know that. So, stop that, slap that fool. Whack MCs get back to school. Back to the back of the class, get left in the past, get back to your room. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me ital food, no grease in my grubs. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me dreams from the deep, give me weed, give me bud. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me freedom from ego, freedom to love. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, cause the scene that I see breaks brains to dust.
I see more ego than soul. When it comes to the grime, see man, I flow cold. Act like a bad man, angry man flow. Man, I hate man and a man make mold. The youth them listen and repeat this style. Dividing a generation gone wild. Violence inside of mind gone vile. They don't know why they're so riled. So, aim your fist at the minister. Cause the system's sinister. Witness the sickness, sour like vinegar. Strike to the tyrants, bring in the finisher. I didn't come to divide. Unify minds when I jump on a vibe. Pumping the dope when we pumping it high. Jump in the club with the love for the life.
Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me ital food, no grease in my grubs. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me dreams from the deep, give me weed, give me bud. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, give me freedom from ego, freedom to love. Give me roots, give me peace, give me dub, cause the scene that I see breaks brains to dust.
Je débarque à l'improviste dans le plus mauvais des rêves, le glaive, je lève aujourd'hui mes frères crèvent. Donne-moi du roots, donne-moi du top, donne-moi de quoi faire une trêve. J'ai la fièvre, calligraphiée sur les lèvres comme dans un livre. La parole nous délivre, représentative d'un monde à la dérive. Donne-moi du roots pour survivre de vie, je veux m'enivrer. Si tu crois que juste ma salive, j'en suis navré.
End of the dance. Trinity Lo-Fi. Enter the dance, 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 and enter the dance, and enter the dance, and the party lift up. My guy brought me the finest piff up, rolling a spliff up. If you ain't had one like this, then you might just pick up. Rhyme my spit up, rhyme my lift up. Get live with the vibe that I bring up here. To the bye-bye pick up here. Oh, someone big up here. He oh, someone big up here. Oh, someone big up here. He oh, someone big up here. Oh, someone big up here. He oh, someone big up here. Oh, someone big up here. He oh, someone big up here. It's a sound.
So I got enough love for the Soundman crew, holding a system round for you from town to town and up and down the line. They pound the ground with tunes, rude and bassy smooth. man, I make you move. Taking you to place, making you stay wacky, wacky, peace and rules.
Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. It's a sound man, big up.
Rhythm drop heavy like speakers they pick up.
Rhythm drop sick, so a rhythm get lick up.
Jump on the rhythm with the lyric I rate up.
Chasing the devil and I never go and give up.
Bass in the treble, make them feet kick up.
Shaking my chest, make a spine start shiver.
Cranking the bass, big ramp in the kick up.
Yeah, sound man, good vibe, give up. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here.
So lo-fi, pick up a mic, pack up the vapor, flame ignite.
Gotta get away from the labor of life, so we came to the club and we came for the vibe.
We're making it live, shaking the rooftop, raising the vibe with the wave of a sign.
Love for the life, cause the life is nice, and we spin the rhythm twice, cause the bass is high.
Like a man chef, bring the best for the crowd.
Up in the north, but we step in the sound. Got enough respect for the soul.
Moving sound man, shout out. Love for the sound man down south.
Old sound man, big up here, get the sound man, make it sound loud. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here, cause they built us the speakers and crafted the tracks. Old sound man, big up here.
For the height of a price of an amp and a rack.
Old sound man, big up here, cause they breaking the back to be making a stack. Old sound man, big up here,
Cause the devil try wait, but we're chasing him back.
old sound man, thank you.
Came to the club and crank tunes.
Old sound man, bless you, cause you brought me a vibe to rest to. Old sound man, be proud.
You're cranking us up with the beat loud.
Old sound man, rise up and bring that Ito vibe. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. It's a sound man, big up. It's a sound man, big up, respect we again for the box. I'ma build up the stack, I'ma stick up the dance, I'ma pick up the dance, get round when the sound man lift up the vibe. Bring out the speaker, bring out the mic, turn up the volume, turn up inside, turn on the scoops and turn down the light. When the bass kicks in, we turn up the vibe. Could the sound man keep this party alive? Always has to leave, they the first to arrive. Set up the area, ready for vibe. You can come party all night, then they take it all down on the back. Yeah, man full of sound, moving through city and moving through town, moving like sound like. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. Old sound man, big up here. Old sound man, big up here, here. It's a sound man, big up.
Well, it's the well sound. Jody Bigfoot, Trinity Lo-Fi, E Bigfoot rap. Smash this system. Crash this system. Fight back this system. My eye just had the wheel of the victims. Yeah.
Let's play charades, but don't make me stake it all at the game of life. Pack a deck of my cards, saw the future like King Belshazzar. Babylon is found, doomed before. Left them trying to keep a hold of a loaded arm. Reached the fork in the road, but found no comfort for an empty stomach and blistering souls. The will to survive the winter might be slim, but as we know, it's been particularly cold. We don't even know the half of all the porkies they told. Yeah, it's only ever really down to one thing, and that's it though. It's not likely to differ. So if in life you find you sliding down a slippery pole, just know the system is broke and it can't be fixed. Why the only hope is war in a Babylon. Bring them back to the ground. If I have to do it brick by brick, then this is how I take control of my life. Let me squash that shredded out, cause when lightning strikes in the same place twice, be lights out.
Smash this system. Crash this system. Fight back this system. My eye just had the wheel of the victims.
Let's play charades, hardy hard. We be acting like we're large as the stars. Oh, so divided and we're conquered and we're split into halves. Twisted and
save the glitch. A dark inside a history that's oh so rich.
Since we left the garden, we've been farming. Now we're farmed in a factory farm. Farm the harm and feed the Martians. A cake of shit, feel the bliss, we lie on top of it.
And now it's death by the chocolate opposite.
On the telly screen, you've seen the iceberg melt. Lament the meaning, mental dream of keeping ice in hell. Hardened in charades, nobody notices we made a play. Devoted to the motion. If you woke, you know we paved the way. And if you woke, you know the race and its chains. You see the faking game and see your mates are enslaved.
Smash this system. Crash this system. Fight back this system. My eye just had the wheel like the victims.
Hey, we're back. Game 2 in Miramar. Couple unfortunate early endings to the game for some people. Some survivors out there trying to make it through the ranks to the top 10, but I don't think anyone did. Help. They had Hardman trying to make it into the last little bit. I think Spider was trying to survive too. And yeah, as well as Ione were also trying to survive. A little bit of hiding in the last moments there. I can't actually see Ione in the lobby right now. They were red last time. There's no red. Anyway, maybe we lost Ione. No, they're blue this time. Oh yeah, the slots changed a bit. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, pretty southerly flight path there. Ooh, bit of a shame for Team 8. Yeah, Virtue only on 2 players. They're supposed to be 3 minimum, really, but see how they got on with 2. Okay, there'll be quite a lot of teams going to Monte Nuevo then. Let's have a look at this. That's ridiculous. That's good though. That's what we want to see. Good early, mid and end game. So Kuma will hold up in one building. Hell Gaming split up a little bit. Intense take that high ground. Intense probably going to clean up some kills right about now. Shots already being fired. I haven't even fully rendered in yet. There's too many people in one place. Who's sending the shots? It's HQ Wasaba. Sorry, I'm still not loaded in properly. There's just too many people. There we go. Intense up on the top there. Showing some support for Mortem. XG. Crispy gets a knock and a kill there with the M16. And we got Spider in Picardo on the small screen there. Saba getting sprayed by Raw, managed to make it away from that spray. Mortem's still just camping right next to them here. Where are they? Look at this. This is TPP in a nutshell. Sleeko and Fox stood there. And Mortem stood here. Oh, can you get the petrol can? No. Unfortunately not. Should have got the petrol can. And where is the rest of them? Where's the rest of Intense? They were up there overwatching. Yeah, didn't come in fast enough. If they just made their way down, there would have been all of Kuma wiped there. Mortem just couldn't quite make it by themselves. There we are. EXE goes down to a little bit. Jack and Monster left. One in Picardo, you can see IA trying to maybe get a little bit closer to Penta here. Illuminate trying to push into that higher building. It is possible. There's a couple little flank routes into it now since they added the update that are really nice. So back here, you've got this bit of step boxes you can climb up onto, and you can climb up that way. So if you move silently, you know, or quietly at least, you can send one person up this way, or two people that way and two people the other way, and flank a little bit. Blade's getting damage on behalf of Illuminate right now. Penta trying to defend this spot as best as possible. They don't want to let Illuminate take it from them, and it's definitely possible for them to do so if they can just get a nade in the right way or sneak in. There's only two inside the main building. If they rush the main building with all four of them, they'd probably be okay. But yeah, Blade does go down. But that does mean Pride and L4MA are going to push forward. It could be a chance to storm the building, but it looks like they're going to head for the support on the down body there. And they do manage to get Pride knocked as Pride runs in for the first. And bled out. So if Blade can get rev, that's actually Penta on the back foot. Skepta going to try and make it across for the rev. Time is running out. Blade is bleeding a lot. Oh, and Skepta gets the knock on Penta inside that building. Evil Boy trying to get the rev with the motorbike, but actually crashing, and that poor driving skill might cost Blade's life. Yep, as Evil Boy jumps off the motorbike too fast, Blade bleeds out. Really embarrassing stuff when they were doing so well. Next thing you know, they'll be hit by Red Zone. No, Red Zone's gone. Oh my god, Evil Boy. Falling off the bike, getting back on it, driving over just too late, jumping off, knocking yourself. It's too funny. They were doing so good. They got the double knock. Everything was going so well. Feel like help. It seems like help are making a good rotation there to get better zone position. Rock slowly shooting at Yakuza, I guess. And help are pulling right up on top of Totem. Yeah, help are trying to get better zone position, and as they've done it, they seem to have located Totem, and Hardman goes straight down to Wasted. Tactical retreat, or is it a tactical flank? Yeah, looking like Nox might be heading up for an Overwatch position. Hardman missing the Kar 98 shot. Would have been amazing to land that on the head. They are just going to retreat, I think, after a little bit of a crash there. And get a slightly better position on these guys. Illuminate finally getting Penta off there as well. It's only Spider left, who looks like they might go down to zone here, so Illuminate finally coming out on top of that situation. They need to make it to zone though. They can just leave Spider. They really don't want to. Spider's so close to going down to zone here. Go. Illuminate finishing Penta off and able to move further into zone now. Help just taking the good decision to avoid that fight. In this airdrop, there was an AWM. Oh, you let me get back there. It's looking like VA Victus are trying to pin Ione down next to that airdrop and not let them out. VA Victus do have them completely surrounded there. Look at that formation. It's kind of ridiculous. Defeater's going down to DB elsewhere. Yogan actually getting close to help again. AWM to Tarty down here. Gonna get finished off by Wanted. Did you see that? Did you see that truck just flipping in the background? That was crazy. Baki will make it away with that retreat. Klausig completely surrounded by VA Victus. Yeah, they pushed in. They don't want to let Klausig live any longer than he's going to. Yo, thanks Happy Juice and Unicorns for the spells. Oh, Klausig holding his own. Wow. Klausig has taken down half of VA Victus. Klausig gets knocked, unfortunately, but did manage to get a bleed. Sorry, a knock and a first. Beautiful stuff. Where's the rest of Ione? They didn't manage to make it around here in time to help. Oh yeah, I think they just let Klausig get pinned. But big up Klausig for that. That was amazing. Oh, Defeaters just get finished off by Totem. I was about to go and see that fight, but that was over. So we can check here on Team Panic. Who have Orion, Nebula, Illagis surrounded, and Lilyuka and Zayo are going to be putting up in a second. Oof, Lilyuka goes down to the mini from Halo. Hate that Insight you can see on Mimwa. I've seen it a couple of times in the scrims. It's either a skin or a graphical glitch where the Insight goes far too high. And it's right in your crosshair on the 4 times. It's a nightmare. What is Illagis doing? Illagis trying to sneak up right now? It would be awesome if Illagis could just sneak up. Yakuza here, right? With the Kings. Rise of Kings. There we are. Inside does go down there. Oh, there we go. And they I was just trying to get another angle on that view, just on the other. That's the problem with trying to operate two screens. Sorry, as I was trying to get that other angle for that push, the push was over. They were just too fast. Yakuza too good. And then up the hill, we do have the rest of the Kings here. And yeah, Outbreak's gonna get revved. Orion Nebula getting damaged from a separate angle now. But it looks like X-Gamers are pushed in the back and they're causing a bit of a hassle for Orion Nebula. Panic still comfortable on the high ground for now. The Rise of Kings trying to keep an eye on Yakuza and get those revenge kills. Ooh, Halo got knocked. I missed that in the kill feed there. And Fricky getting a kill on Kuma Korda. There we are. Fricky and the rest of Future Nature gatekeeping that edge of zone there, getting in the kills, and gonna see where this next zone pops. Gonna be a game changer for a lot of people, and it does. It pops right around Totem again. Totem had that zone last game, and looks like they've got some sort of magic working towards them with zoning. Oof, and Halo goes back down. X-Gamers, good sniping here. Keeping Panic on their toes. Meanwhile, Orion Nebula have escaped the fight, leaving them all behind and making it to zone. It just now starts to hear the shots from Totem Chris, I think it was. Yeah. Chris is throwing a nade. He heard some footsteps. Oh ho ho! Yogan gets him. And it just goes down there. If that spray was just a little bit later, the nade would have finished the knock clean. And help start coming back in towards this fight. You know, they left Totem here a while ago. It just bleeds out there, unfortunately, to Yogan's spray. Panic now giving up on that fight and making a move towards zone. Leaving XG driving down the road. They will maybe meet up again. There's a drunken bandit seem to be gatekeeping a road. Nightmare holding down that south road, and Vay Victor's maybe pushing up beside. Here we have Panic pushing back in, back to meet up again with Orion Nebula. The rest of Panic going to try and take Totem's compound, but it's not going to happen here. Panic making it away there. So the zone's popped again, leaving this compound actually outside of it, and it's a full open zone, pretty much, barely any cover. So they're gonna, people are probably gonna pull up on the edges. One brave team will hopefully smash into the middle and make a little bit of a compound out of cars and that airdrop. Oh, and Vay Victus gets to snipe out Fricky there with the AWM, but Richard and co are shooting back. Helper trying to get that, I think they're desperate to get that higher place, and they're taking it really casual right now, just hanging around the edges. They will move in, but there's 50 seconds to go, and they're quite far from zone. 127 meters right now. What vehicles are they holding? They've got a buggy. Yeah, they've got vehicles over here. They should be okay. Everyone's got their own vehicle, and they can hold down the edge for now. Just watching what's happening here. Future Nature pushing in and taking this compound for themselves. The GOAT has sort of scouted it out a bit. Oh, bless me. Oh, Nick Cage, thank you for the cheers. Oh, we have shots going down. The GOAT does get damaged from the side there. Hardman goes down in a car explosion. And Nox also goes down. T-God last one standing as all of Future Nature bear down upon help right now. From slow edging to desperately trying to push into a compound, and they come out in 8th place, unfortunately. And Future Nature looking so comfortable here on this edge here. Nothing's really going to stop them. How'd you get up there, Richard? Don't tell me. Punch with the 4x on the close range. Shots from all angles. Punch will not survive this. Wow, there we go. And yeah, FN kind of laughing with this position now. There's 4 teams remaining and everyone's so far away from them. Oh, FN are bearing down some shots on Nightmare right now, but Nightmare seem to have the cover sorted. Yogam gets Vanix. Hyper 2, and they're going to get heavy pushed here by Totem. Nish has actually came in ahead of the rest. Nish is going to try and get some good Totem knocks. There we are. Bandit blows up and goes down with Rin. Rin also goes down. Vanix going to heal up right now. Hidden in the smoke. Nish sending nades off, nearly stealing a kill there. Everyone's so much on the back foot that now is the time to strike, but look at this, Yakuza Sobek hiding in the corners, hiding in the shadows, waiting for the time to steal the last circle. Nish, Fricky, and Richard. Richard might go down to zone, actually. That's what you get for being a little cheeky guy on top of that roof up there. Oh no, it's what you get for... Oh no, I thought he crashed his car. Will he make it? Oh my god. No, I don't think so. Unfortunate, Richard. Sobek just taking their time. No rush just yet. But Totem have finished the wipe now, and it's FN versus Totem. Totem on full health. Totem esports just ridiculous, man. Like, look at this. 2 games in a row. Wasted taking half health there, but Fricky goes down a little bit further, so Spray beats Nade in that situation. Totem desperately trying to nade out Vish as well, but the nades are just flying over Vish's head. That nade was landed perfectly, but wasn't cooked quite correctly. There's wasted out sprays Fricky. Nish manages to spray down Rin and Yugen though. Wasted is down. Sobek really helping Nish right now. Nish might be able to take this. Yogen's down. Chris is surrounded. Go on, Vish. Sorry, Nish. There we go. Nish takes the victory with a jump shot over Totem's head. And welcome to Brute Scrims, FN, with that #1 spot in the second game, stealing it from the clutches of Totem. Long-time members of the Brute Scrims, long-time dominators of many different scrims, robbed by FN here. Nish just jumping over their head and spinning round. Not quite finishing off the spray, but they stand up and... face each other down, and the spray down lands in Nish's hands, and look at that. 11 kills for FN in first place. Totem in second there with 11. Yakuza pushing it to third. Sobek really doing the good victory there, keeping them back in the battlefield, hiding behind little bits of topography, and waiting for the time to strike, securing an extra kill, and then getting the third place for Yakuza with 6 kills. Nightmare in fourth, Orion Nebula in fifth, Panic in sixth, and Drunken Bandits in seventh. Okay, excellent stuff. We will be back in another 10 minutes. Should be about 9:45 British time. Sorry, CE time, Central European time. 9:45, I think.
Yo, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oi, oi, wonder. Yo, wonder how the thunder clapped for its light snack. Striking with magic, the master brings the mic back. Grasping the plastic, the basic rhyme writes whack. It's 'cause he's made in China where the rights lack. Winter's coming and I'm running with a tight sack. Bring my ball to the wall. I bring the fight back. 6'6", wearing tearing high hats. Changing guides as I rise to my flight path. I fly when I'm lucid. Do you wanna try that? Try out the triads to unite now. A trippy tripler appears and swings a knife fast, slicing your life from the matter that you try grasp.
A trippy tripler appears and swings a knife fast, slicing your life from the matter that you tried.
My past is present as I type fast, represented in the essence of my life. High raps, I sap the light that blinds as it shines back. In my mind I find time flies past. My past is present as I type fast, represented in the essence of my life. High raps.
Trying to escape the ordinary. I cross the ocean and I swim the sea. I wanna disconnect and reconnect with spirit. Let it take me up to the sky and believe it. The past is gone, the future is near. The present moment is all I hear. I listen closely to the sounds of truth. Digging deeper and deeper, I'll move to the place where everything is clear. Where art comes out of the fear, it melts away in London rain. Living the clean and clean and clean, just the way I came into this world with a good intention. Some things are far beyond my comprehension, but it doesn't stop me. I keep on trucking in search of answers that we all lack. For I am everything and I am nothing in a grain of sand. The universe is laughing. I am everything and I am nothing in a grain of sand. The universe is
Setting up a better dog to get the step a step and more. Session core, wrecking ball, reckon with the wrecking force. Reckon I got first words a weapon, so I step and roll. I'm possessed with cess, man, I'm rendered as a vegetable. Send it on a center course, meant to mend and bend it all. Fending tension, getting tense with wrench in the mental war. Depending on the mental force, my life's extendable. Tickled with a tentacle, come crackling at the ventricle. A cackling, cranking up a ranking dub. Man, I'm skanking at the danks to the manky clubs. Sank us up, yeah, we searched for hurts and drank them up. Subatomic, yeah, we're on it, how you mad at us? The fattest bod's getting burned, can you pass the blunt? A massive man with a fat mad hat buzz. Jumped on the rapper boss, laughed the rappers acting on. His abs paratal, so paranoid. Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up. Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up. Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up.
Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up.
Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up. Wrapped in plastic, whackness wrapped up.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. 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 Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
With the bong skin. Conquered the rhythm with the style again. With the bong skin. Man, it's bad man rap from the pad and pen. With the bomb skin. Babylon's burning, Babylon's dead. With the bomb skin. And we march with the rhythm with the rubber dub then. We bring a rhythm rather with a bit of chitter chat, a bit of batter, bigger batter. We here to deal with matter, business system getting mad, jibber jabber, spitting knackers. Growing and flowing and sowing seeds so positive. Go with the flow and know we free when we dropping it. Fighting the right and the control of the minds. We drive your eyes from the night and bring them light from the opposite. Guess the rhythm hit it hot when I drop them bombs with atomic bomb drops. Yeah, we smash it like gongs. Bring down the man when we jam these songs, cause we're conscious from day one. Monsters flee when we drop a fat beat. Man, it's well sound and the biggest of the feet. Trinity giving me a reason to be. flow through hell till the day that I'm deed.
With the bomb skin.
Conquered the rhythm with the style again.
With the bomb with the bomb skin.
Man, it's bad man raps from the pad and pen.
With the bomb with the bomb skin.
Babylon's burning, Babylon's dead.
With the bomb with the bomb skin.
Man, we're marching the rhythm with the rubber dub then.
With the lo-fi imagery, the trinity is set. Grab a set of decks, wordplay, remedy my stress. Got the zone, high activity, my lingual speech is set. Delivery is wizardry, a season for effect. Will you pick up on the frequencies or speeches it affects? The fundamentals equally and peacefully gets blessed. Got recently these symphonies are easily directed. The symphony is soundscapes, the trinity is next. With the sky high epiphany, we trickle through the clouds. Get it down, make it loud, let us play that to the crowd. In this industry, it's difficult, beginning so you finish. So we sitting and chilling and spitting on the list. In the middle, what the easy winners. Gotta work for your craft and the words make your act. Don't turn back to react. Let it curve, must attack, make your purpose your fact and your curse to your life.
With the bomb with the bomb skin. With the bomb with the bomb skin. With the bomb with the bomb skin. With the bomb with the bomb skin.
Slice out with the mad style from Time Mouse. A lo-fi ride out straight from the hideout. Got the rhythm in the rhyme for the mind now. High kick, I spit fire when you die now. Man, I box with the gloves off. Pumping the dog when I jump off. Big bad man slice mugs in half. Man, they're acting hard, but they're soft in the heart. And the half of the tracks are dead. Kick to the teeth with the crack to the head. Man styles like Simon's neck. I won't do what Simon says. Crack at the whip won't make me shit. Dance to the rhythm with the bass and the biff. Legalize it. So see through your lies and this blatant pish.
Pump up the volume, 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 pump up the volume.
What's in your food? What's in your water? What's in the images they're showing to your daughter? Did they teach us? Did they leech us? Whilst they feed us, greed and deceive us? What's in your food? What's in your water? What's in the images they're showing to your daughter? Did they teach us? Did they leech us? Whilst they feed us, greed and deceive us?
She's seen a magazine, but in the mirror she don't see what she has to be. Actually, brains been cracked, man, them dastardly plans to be making up cash. Perfection deceiving, makeup staining your face so you need it. They made up a lie and the maidens believe it. Faking an act on a stage with the Egypts. What poisoned you more? The poison in thoughts or the poison in pores? And if a boy wants you made up or more, tell him vacate my life, he'd be making me bored.
You deserve much more than this. Strip back the shell and you'll find your gift. Put distractions on surface, you're certain to burden your search for the perfect prince.
Calcium, sulfate, magnesium, sodium, potassium, manganese, iron, aluminium, nitrates, phosphorus, copper and zinc. Maybe some lead if you've got a Victorian sink. Chlorine, fluoride, pesticides, you can find all of these substances in certain water supplies. Some stuff gets added in them, some filtered out, but we don't think on that, we tell them children drink it down. So how'd you manufacture consent when the people on their profiles are setting the trends? Make an algorithm, get in their heads and tell them through a thumbnail that they better be stressed. Cause it's easier to rule scared people who don't want it shared equal. Folk who won't prepare for the sequel. Folks who don't care if they're complicit with evil. Let's stop listening to fetal. No retrieval.
Coming from allotments, it's a lot, this decomposted nonsense. I've deeper roots than these plonkers, so watch this. What's this? It's the lo-fi, make you flop quick. Soiled feet, oily beats, toddler hobbling through. You best watch what you say and watch what you do. Cause there's eyes on the walls that be watching you. Ears in the microbes, listening too. Made a dub for you. Well, well. Made the wicked witch of West melt. Dispelling all of that spells. Dispelling all the lies that she sells.
Front page, here comes the fun again. Black and white, is there right up and down the brain. Page 3 makes him come again. And the plastic actors, they program the sun again. What's in your food? What's in your water? What's in the images they're showing to your daughter? Did they teach us? Did they leach us? Was they feed us, breed and deceive us? What's in your food? What's in your water? What's in the images they're showing to your daughter? Did they teach us? Did they leach us? Was they feed us, breed and deceive us?
Hey up, we are back. Game 3, Sandhawk. And yeah, Future Nation didn't have the best first game, and I was expecting them to kind of come in with a bang. You know, they've been dominating a lot of the lower tier European scrims. I think Fricky and team won like, I think it was 6 scrims in a row or something daft like that on the lower tiers. They were like on a real scrim win streak, so I was expecting them to come into Brute nice and composed and you know, get some real dominance on this new playing field for them. But first game kind of threw me off. They didn't do too great. They were running around as a solo for once. Maybe really high ping landing was what caused it. Who knows? Who cares? It's beautiful to see them come in and crash bang like I expected in the second game though. And yeah, we'll see what happens. There is 20 teams here, so no matter how good you are, the odds are definitely against you. Those extra 4 teams that you get compared to a 16-team scrim, they do make it to the last circle, and that isn't just 4 teams on drop, it generally ends up meaning 4 teams extra last circle too. Actually looks like Future Nature have dropped here. No, Fricky's kept going. Fricky's going to keep going a little bit. Maybe the compound, yeah, the compound between Paradise and Bootcamp. So it's IA and EXE here as Monster goes straight down a Shabby. Red Ox managed to skew an AK level 2 armor. Wow, not even a single bullet lands into Red Ox. Excellent surprise attack, followed by a first. Red Ox just murking here, but having to change gun instead of reloading, unfortunately, will go down. Wow. But managing to get a knock, a first, a knock, and half a knock before doing so. Beautiful stuff by Red Ox. Now, will Royal try and finish off the wipe? Yeah, for real, Nick Cage, I'm a real rapper. God, don't I look like one? I got a hoodie. That's it. I'm wearing a hoodie. You don't tell I'm a rapper? No, mate. It's just one of my many hobbies. One of my many hobbies. Right now, biggest hobby is actually Rust. The computer game Rust. I've been playing PC Rust, but PUBG Mobile was a huge hobby of mine playing. Not playing so much now. At the minute, a bit sick of the rappers. Oh, Hydro's drowned. Looks like PH disconnected. They're all drowning. Yeah, it was just one squad. PH disconnected. Whole squad. That's interesting. Come on, Viper. You can do it. Ooh, does get a knock, though. Will be firsted out by Hyper. Oh, hello, Richard. What are you doing here? Hello, Richard. What's Richard doing up here? Alright, Fainted have gone north to take this fight. There we go. I love shooting people out in midair when they're jumping into water because they get knocked in midair, and the minute they hit that water, they're gone. So, okay, well, Future Nature taking an interesting tactic here, moving away from the center of zone to chase some gunshots and some kills. They've gone north, and now they can move down with the zone. I do like that idea. It's avoiding the center, maybe a good idea. Nish up on that separate bit of long shot there. Oh, we have a Ryan Nebula pushing into the bridge now. Oh, Fainted have got themselves pinned on the bridge now. Sorry, Fainted, not fainted. They're not fainted. Future Nature, sorry. Sneaky. Beautiful little nade evasion there. Just a little quick sidestep. Oh, look, there's a nade. So calm. Where's Richard? Oh, yeah, Richard over there. Yuka trying to dodge there. Richard does get the knock in the end. Have a look at what Bandit are looking at and the rest of Nightmare. Yeah, Hyper seems to have them pinned on this angle. Vanix knows where Richard is. I mean, Nish is pretty safe from all angles in there. Without too much peeking, Nish can survive this for a long time. Fricky, I'm not so sure about. A little bit more out in the open. And Sneaky's snuck forward a bit. And it looks like they've actually left the bridge. So they're no longer overly pinned. Ryan Nebula having to deal with the Drunken Bandits. And actually losing Lil Yuka and the other member, unfortunately. Oh, Nish and Fricky making a move for it. Very brave. And where did the zone pop? Hasn't even popped yet. Nice little reposition there for Nish and Fricky. Zone shift south a little bit. Still all three islands are potential end zones. Do prefer the west side for zones with Sandhawk. I'm not so keen on the center and the east because it's a little bit less interesting. It's good having this multiple islands in play. And, ooh, 2 airdrops in the island. That one just holding a DBS. And that one with an AW. I mean, I love the DBS, especially on Sandhawk. Don't often see these tier 1 teams taking it, but I think it's overpowered myself. It's just like an S12, but with like unlimited ammo. You can reload it one shot at a time, so you can just keep going. Drunken Bandits out there with Future Nature. Meanwhile, just allowing Nightmare the time to just... Oof, and there goes Gotcha. What is it, Nick? What's your hobby? Are you a Rust player too? I've only been playing a few weeks, but I love it so much. It's my new favorite game. I'm like talking to you in the chat, you know what I mean? Because you're there, but it's faster because you hear what I'm saying 5 minutes after I say it. Oops. I dropped 3,000 frames at one point. It must have been an internet thing. I was 0 frame drops at the end of the first game. I think right at the end, when I was talking about the scores, I had like 1,000 frame drops or something, and maybe some more when the music was playing. That's strange. Okay, people starting to head a bit south. Sponge and Vey Victor's very close to each other. Water's on fire, goes down, Halo goes down, Panic under so much pressure. Luwar trying to find Sponge. Excellent stuff there. And is that Panic wiped? Yeah. Most people already in the middle of this zone. It's going to be a big fight at the end. I own Climber. Climber's trying to be the survivor again. Illuminate up here on this OP spot, this hill next to boot camp with so many look down points. I've stood a team end a scrim here and end up with 17 kills because the circle just closed around this sniper tower. And as everyone was scrambling up the hill, they were just covering all the corners and ended up with 17 kill finish. Susie does get inside down. Skepta gets intense Mortem. Here we have NM, a little bit far from anyone else right now, just trying to find their vantage point and get some shots in. They managed to clear out those... Alright mate, turn your all chat off, buddy. Nish, most underrated player. Yeah, he made a big name for himself in the... Side his account. Nish made a big name for himself in the lower tier scrims, chatting on all chat. I won't diss him too much and say what that was about, but he said something funny on all chat a lot of the year. Well, even my clan Penetrate banned him from scrims for what he was saying on all chat once. But yeah, he's an excellent player, and they're really doing good out there. FN showing themselves in this slightly higher tier circuit that they're not just a 6 scrim win streak in lower tier, and they can hold themselves up here in the tier 1s. If I've got Nightmare for the rest of the game, I'm not happy, man. Yeah, I do. Someone tell Nightmare. Sorry, 2 seconds, I'm going to go on Discord. Okay, Def getting tack down from Penta. As the zone shifts further around boot camp. FN rotating back round to the east side and going to come into boot camp through the warehouses, it seems. Meanwhile, there's a lot of congestion around this compound here. Illuminator taking the hill. Intense have taken another hill there. The opposite hill. Totem are taking the choke point down by the river. Def are taking the other choke point, but I do doubt Totem or Def will get zone. They probably will be pushing towards boot camp, but there's nothing saying it won't be a hard southwest shift, or even a hard shift right down to Pali 9. Actually, even possibly leaving Climber still inside the zone. Okay, so it's still not certain which side it's going to go on. There's no bridge there to be spoken of. Totem probably got the strongest spot right now. Maybe not though, because they'd have to tank to go about right round. There's no one with the strongest spot. That tiny island's probably the best spot, to be honest. Future Nature managed to get into that warehouse. They're going to stay calm for a little while unless anyone comes up on them. They're just going to probably just wait to see where the zone pops. These coastlines are going to get ridiculous. People are going to be gunning for boot camp compounds as well, so Future Nature are going to want to defend that. Luco comes back, one little tiny bit of health for Luco, and Luco also goes down, but then Seiyo comes in with the Uzi and finishes the squad wipe off, leaving these juicy boxes for the take-in, and Yakuza are going to be comfortable for a little while longer. And Future Nature there, they're starting to move out towards the coastline. They've sent Fricky and Richard to the coastline. Nish and Sneaky are actually moving through boot camp itself. 2-2 splits are really, really useful if you've got competent players. I've just seen that other squad there in the corner of my eye on Nish's screen. Hopefully he has too. Ooh, and Totem start going down to Victus. There we are, Vey finishing off Chris there. Amandola with the spray. Oof, oof. Luwa almost, actually finished there as well. Who was that coming from? Is that from Spin? Oh my days, it's Def, it's Spin. Wow. M416 6 times. Single fire doing so much damage. Now Totem going to be a little bit pinned, but yeah, the zone has shifted across, so though Defeaters had a reasonable zone for now, it's completely turned its tail on them. And they do have to make it across the water. Spin's not messing around, going to jump straight in there and get across. Well aware of the fact that Victus... Yeah, Victus have got their knocks back up, but then OCR, yeah, that's different. No, yeah, Nizarb. Who's Nizarb part of again? Defeaters? No. What's your team, Nizarb? Hell Gaming. Zigzags. Nizarb zigzagging away from the Victus spray. And he does get finished there. So yeah, Spins managed to make it halfway across, but does get shot down there by Wanted. Drunken Bandit still in the game, still dealing damage.
उसका ध्यान नहीं है, उसका ध्यान नहीं है, आगे घुसो, बिल्डिंग में जाओ, उसका ध्यान
NM
नहीं
with
है,
your all chat, it's not
बिल्डिंग में
allowed.
जाओ आगे, अभी भी ध्यान नहीं है उसका.
There's Spin B going down to the spray. Nish holding edge here. Richard's gone down to zone. Richard might just make it out of zone, actually. Oh, maybe Richard didn't go down to zone, I'm not sure, but right on the edge there, Fricky will get the rev, and it looks like they will have 4 people to deal with this last zone. Ooh, meanwhile, Spin still getting kills with that 6-stack spray. Spraying out Totem on their way in. Wasted still there, though. Wasted might want to gatekeep a little bit more. Molly's out. Doesn't quite land on the top of AWM Ditati there. As Def ready up for the push. Wasted falling back now. Snaking back down. Future Nature managing to secure an excellent position in zone. Wasted stands up to try and spray, but there is 3 of them and he's not going to get away with it. Evil Boy there, alone by Nightmare. And Fricky, Nish and Richard just got the zone right now. They've taken the right location. Defeaters are coming up the side. Fricky goes down. Nish still alive. 5 teams remaining. Richard running into Rev Fricky. AWM Ditati maybe pushing in. Deltish on the side of that rock there. NM in such a Nightmare in such an awkward situation. Sneaky keeping them pinned.
दो किल
we hear Nightmare talking about their kills as they start to go out to zone. Fricky goes down to another grenade from Ditati. Sneaky coming back to try and assist. Looking like Bandit and Gotcha do go down to zone, so it's 3 teams remaining. More nades coming in. Wow, Richard and Fricky on such low health. AWM Ditati jumping into the water to possibly hide and flank out. One is also down in the water. Yeah, Ditati's going in for the long flank, going to kind of jump out the water. Will Nish notice this? Yeah, Nish only notices when the shots go off, but Nish goes down too. Sneaky and Richard last alive to try and deal with Deltish. There we go, and now it's just Wanted in the water. They're going to be so confused about where Wanted is. Nice try, Wanted. Yeah, they got that position, didn't they, Nick? I saw that. I saw them get that position too. It's what it's all about. Finding those positions. Hey, Luke Bob. Yeah. So we have Future Nature in first place for the 2nd time with 11 kills. DB in 2nd with 2. Defeaters in 3rd with 9. Nightmare in 4th with 5. Illuminate in 5th with 8. Yakuza in 6th with 7. And Totem 7th place with no kills. And after their first game, first place, a bunch of kills, and their second game, second place, a bunch of kills, that's going to put them on their back feet. And this final match is really a grudge match between Totem and and Future Nature. Whoever wins this next match with a decent amount of kills is probably going to take the whole scrim victory. And obviously Future Nature are gunning for that, but so are Totem. They got so close, and it's just, as the night progressed, it started to be wrestled out of their grip by Future Nature. And we will hopefully see a bit of a grudge in the next one. Maybe even FN Totem Last Zone. Who knows? Excellent stuff. Yeah, we should be back in about another 10 minutes. So, say 20 past 10 CET.
Oi, oi. It's that well sound. Trinity Lo-Fi.
Yo, here man, I'm here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand and smashed with the hammer. Here man, I'm here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand and smashed with the hammer. I jump on the head of a Cooper trooper, me I level up, bigger thought in a stupor. Stupid goof with the foot size super, shrooms getting brewed for the level up looper. Blooper with the matter paratrooper, big boss bass, 8-bit bass booster. Cheap with the chain jump tuners. Start war when I stomp on the Goomba. Hit a rhyming zone, dry bones when you're not that high from the spike throws. And I got flows, set from the get-go. Fire jump, shot from the electro. Boom boom, pulling it back. Body boo drops with the bullet bill raps. Sledge bros, stomp on that. Bigger boss with the thumping trap. Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand and smashed with the hammer. Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand, smashed with the hammer. Roll that, smoke that, coke that, bubble hash, double in my troubles. I'll be suckling on double gas, fast on double dash, gank in the bubble bath. Fuckers get double knuckle smashed with a muckle rat. Muggles get murdered like a berserker. Searched all the earth for a wife that's absurder. Base surfer, cuddling the burger, huddled with the penguins, muddling the birders. Super smash all these stupid rap wankers, leave them flat on their face like a planker. Talking of whores, no thought in their banter. Women ought to be more than your brander. They ain't bankers, don't know gangsters. Talking of cash, but it's all propaganda. Raise your standards, raise up the anchor. Can't walk the walk, you get kicked like a camper. Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand and smashed with the hammer. Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand, smashed with the hammer.
Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand and smashed with the hammer. Here man, there's no man madder. Flow down data, so there's no man badder. Scan like a tramp with the madman swagger, get slapped with the hand, smashed with the hammer.
Original, Pixelman, Confuman, El Joan, Ring Dancer, Ichiban, Yakuza, Bam Bam, je suis le bomberman qui te coupe la tête comme un barbarian. Baku, je t'avale comme Batman, méga blast dans ta face en mode mégaman.
You must destroy them. You must destroy them. You must destroy them. You must destroy them. The earth is counting on you.
We're not in black suits, we're more like tracksuit. Bankers walk free whilst they're terrorizing black youth. There's wolves on Wall Street who think that you're sheep. Swallowed sugar promises, the blackening were poor teeth. Forget the cash dreams, they're never that deep. Wolves wrap me in the garments of a black sheep. It's time to cast off and join with that block. We claim the lot, night descends, it's the black block.
I'm not a rebel scum who never took his medicine. I'm repping with the metal tongue that's rated by the megaton. Destroying Death Stars gets hard. Never mess with them, it left scars. Stress, nah, fuck it, I just get it done. Can't lie, there are times to meddle in the dark side. Goodies aren't white, that's settled by apartheid. It's a grey area, we're kettled in our times. The far right away, scarier levels bizarre, right? Both sides dressed in all black, say they'll never fall back. All stacked with agent provocateurs that got the laws back. Of course that might cause spats, but who's funded and endorsed that? Getting more strapped, you see the fash, bringing bigger guns to this fist fight. Skip knives, so respected those that risk lives big time. I'm not critical of this fight, but me I bring a book because it really doesn't sit right. Violence begets violence, the same with ignorance. We're all victims of tyrants. Some are blaming immigrants, others cutting wages whilst raking in the dividends. That's why we stay militant, not playing for the thrill of it. Descend like night on this black block, from cast-offs to Ascot. We need a new mascot. Fuck your cash crops, man, we're smashing up these padlocks. Got a bad feeling about this, time for blast off.
Bankers, yo. Yeah.
We're not in black suits, we're more like track suits. Bangers walk free whilst they're terrorizing black youth. There's wolves on Wall Street who think they're your sheep. Swallowed sugar promises, they're blackening with poor teeth. Forget the cash dreams, they're never that deep. We're wolves wrap meat in the garments of a black sheep. It's time to cast off and join with that flock. Reclaim the lot, night descends, it's the black block.
Night descends, it's the black block.
You must destroy them. The earth is counting on you.
Is it good now? Would it be a good sign? Yeah, we only want a good life. Pick a good fight, better get on good side. Hood over eyes, I've tried to be good, right? Bad man, stabbing, robbing in the hood's eye. See the whole of it, one opposites united. Igniting both sides, fusing the violence. Directing action at King's Calling Midas. Turn the whole world to gold. We've been dealt off hands, but we never ever fold. Sold a system of soldiers. We behold them all, but never ever will evolve us. Divided, dissolved into halves quick. A misdirected hysterectomy for halflings. Martians be farming our heart swings. It's a dark team, we're dressed in black and we're marching. Black block delicious, bring the anarchy to kitchen. Cooking up a storm in the teacup of victims. Swimming under kings in the cesspit system. We unite the right and the left and evict them. Not that I'm vicious, I'm just sick of inequality. Cover up me face cause the bigger brother is watching me. Nothing's black and white, there many truths ain't never stopping me.
The earth is counting on you.
We're blocking them monopoly.
bankers walk free whilst they're terrorizing black youth. There's wolves on Wall Street who think that your sheep swallowed sugar promises. They're black and then we're poor teeth. Forget the cash dreams, they're never that deep. Wolves wrap me in the garments of a black sheep. It's time to cast off and join with that flock. Reclaim the lot. Night descends, it's the black block.
Night descends, it's the black block. Night descends, it's the black block. Night descends, it's the Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Stop her, stop her, just don't stop her.
Big market, bad karma, big waste, bad dharma. Sell Nestle bombs in Ghana, red hands, blood farmer. Big market, bad karma, big waste, bad dharma. Sell Nestle bombs in Ghana, red hands, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer. Yeah. Humbly stumbling, rumbling bad. Sunk in the skunk haze, puncture the track. Bigger bad man with the thundering rap. Come run with the funk as we run from the tax. Rat-a-tat-tat, it's the sound of the clash. The sound of the crash of the banks and the class. Rat-a-tat-tat, it's the sound of the pigs as they murder our brothers and murder our kids. So we rise up finding peace. Got a sweet vibe inside of me. I fly high, I'm flying free. High in skies far I see. Heart on sleeve, I'm weaving and scheming against these demons that creep in these sweet dreams that we're seeking. Yeah, we defeat. Big market, bad karma, big waste, bad dharma. Sell Nestle bombs in Ghana, red hands, blood farmer. Big market, bad karma, big waste, bad dharma. Sell Nestle bombs in Ghana, red hands, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer.
Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Hip her to the hopper and you just don't stop her. Stop her, stop her,
Oi, oi.
stop her.
Quick flip of the pyramid, killing it. A rhythm killer with a bigger bit of wisdom kid. Bit of system, rip it into little bits. Rebuild with the love as we're giving in. Giving in to the phases of ages. Waiting for ages, the page to be changing. Rising, raging, skies will be blazing. Blazing the lies and the guys that we waited. Watch David versus the giant. Bursting alive with a pebble I admire. All the rebels that would die for the hire. Step into the tyrant, step into the fire. Banks get burned down, shops sizzling. Torturing infants, more than the wisdom. Call of the all and installing the sickness. Big business falls in an instant.
Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer.
Better run from the system. Run the drones and the killing of the innocents. From the ones who be warring and whoring our will for their selfish interests. To them, we're pawns on the board. Cannon fodder in a profitable war. Brainwashed on that honorable cause. Better yourself, sign up the fall. It's the sound of the guns, sound of the trappers, they light up the slums. It's the call of the drones, gunning our people, destroying our homes. Reclaim strength, they ignite on a new wavelength. Start seeking peace, believe in Zen. Look to the light and it all makes sense. Makes sense.
Shoplifting from big business, bigger sickness, bigger bad and vicious. All the victims addicted to Christmas, no religion, witness, fitness. Shoplifting, tragic, capital, woken and acting. I wanted to smash it all, crash and trash it all the cash is flammable, act is laughable, I jam with the magical. Shoplifting, lifting shops, market thief, man I shift what I got. Shifting a lot, then I drift till I stop, get biff with the biff, man I stick to the pot. Shoplifting, tax, insuring, rocking the lot, don't stop till I'm snoring. Pop in the shop and I leave with my fortune, man I'm poor but my life is awesome. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer. Red hands, blood farmer, blood farmer.
Oi, oi, well, thanks for staying with us all night. Just letting that song play out. Two pretty important songs. A bit of a crazy week with a lot of rioting around the world this week. So 2 songs about that might actually be quite fitting. But gonna see who can win this Vikendi match. We do want to see. Very interested in watching Totem and Future Nature play this game out. So many people drop at the start, and everyone's gone west. Not a single person went east. There was Trevno and Pskova ready for the taking, but none of these teams wanted to take it. Okay, so Future Nature seem to have taken Coal Mine. Quite a lot of people heading towards Zabava. That would be Help, Ione, and Totem. Defeat has spread out quite a lot. Illuminate, Kuma, and Ve Victus flying over Mount Kresnik towards Garoka. And it's actually looking like Future Nature flying over Coal Mine. And trying to get away from these heavy drop zones because I've heard that quite a few people talking about internet problems, and so Future Nature taking 4 different compounds behind Coal Mine. Ve Victus, Kuma, and Illuminator have landed in Garoka, but they're quite spread out. Up on the top, you see Kowu actually heading towards Crispy right now. But Kowu doesn't seem to have any weapons, and neither does Crispy. Not even a pistol. Just there we are, Tommy gun. So, what can Kowu pull out the bag with this? Needs to get on it fast because this Jetto's still gliding. Jetto. Talk about late landing or what? What are you doing? Oh, and Lua Nightmare gets sponge. Okay, 2 seconds. Yeah, Shabby's gone down. Now I've got the sound of Jetto falling. It's finally finished, yeah. Bit of an audio glitch there for you. Get to listen to Jetto's gliding 10 minutes into the game. There we are. Shabby gets bled out there. Oh, and Kowu's now surrounded. Yeah, and Kowu does go down. Kowu leaving it a little bit too long to strike there and giving them the element of power and outnumbering. Wasted is down up here in Zabava. It's looking like Chris and Rin are going to have to make a run for it. So, Wasted and took Chris and the rest of Totem landing here in Zabava, actually just handing the victory to a plate to Future Nature possibly. Assuming they both survive till last circle. Advantage heavily in Future Nature's hands. Sneaky here. Sneaking around. Sneaky, sneaky. Jetto's also here. Jetto's landed recently though. And now Sneaky surrounded, so Future Nature might also start falling apart the same way that Totem did if the rest of Future Nature can't come here and give Sneaky some backup. The spray's already coming in. Dark's getting hit from across the way. I can see the spray from behind. Who would that be? It's Nish. And Nish does make it here just in time to save Sneaky's life. Elsewhere, Panic Halo's down Vanix from Nightmare. And Hyper hits Halo back. So there is a fight going on between Panic and Halo. We'll try and find that on this other screen here, where we try and see what happens to our leaderboard winners. Future Nature. Nexus goes down from Fricky. So many different angles Future Nature are covering here as they move into X Gamers. Sneaky sneaking around the back, but getting tagged by Victus coming in. Oof, a whole squad of Victus, all three of them here, yeah. Actually saving X Gamer's life. So I'm just switching between Savage and Richard here. They're so close to each other. Savage thinks. No, completely random molly. He's not going to do anything to anyone, I don't think. Geo gets Fricky and finishes off, so fainted also on the back foot on this last game. And are we going to have to see Nish clutch it? Maybe that's why Nish hasn't moved in, because Nish is aware of the fact that if this goes tits up, we're going to have to clutch it for everyone. Nice nade. Not. Unfortunately, far too far, and it's going to take all three of them to jump down and overpower Richard right now. Nish is keeping them back. Richard trying to shift around the rock, but so is Caesar. Luar running down. Is Richard just throwing smokes? Savage does jump down, nearly finishes Richard off. And does. So, what is Nish going to do? We have Totem and Future Nature both put on the back foot for this game already. Why couldn't either of them just stay calm and hold it out? It's so important to get that fourth victory. Just push to the edge and just wait. But yeah, Nish is off, and we will catch up with Nish later. Pretty sure Nish will be able to get into top 10. Just needs to get into zone somewhere. Kuma will lose their member to the roof there, bleeding out on the roof. Matic could have actually dropped down, I think. Maybe not. Maybe on, yeah, it could have dropped onto that and then down without any damage. It's a shame, but they're going to get the loot there. Oof, Skepta barely making it out there. Actually, only got one tiny hit. Skepta smoking up the retreat, can actually try and run for this, and there's enough smoke and enough cover to make it. Good thing Skepta found 2 more smokes in that garage there, in that shed. Oh, Kuma coming in hard now. They want to get this kill. They don't want to let Skepta get away. Or are they just moving out to zone? Because it is on 0 seconds now, and the zone is squeezing in and going to push these players towards the middle. Don't actually... Yeah, Nish has managed to make a rotation around the other side, going to an area where there's not many people. It's a pretty good play. It's almost like he's got a copy of the map somewhere. Look at that. Such a clean zone for Nish to try and survive a little bit longer in. And yeah, drunken bandits near Cement Factory, but no one else around them, as well as Hell Gaming pushing down to a similar area. Nish is going to be pretty clear for now. Totem not too far away. Totem going to want that revenge on Nish if they can get it. Who's that? Oh, it's Kuma coming in now. We are in the blue zone though, so choosing to fight in the blue zone's not the best choice in the world, but it's going to have to it's going to happen. Looks like it. Slyke on very low health without any medkits. Yo, someone come pick Slyke up and give them a medkit. Oh, Skepta's here. I thought Skepta had made it out. That's why this is happening. So, Skepta is still going strong. Get up on the roof when you can. Oof, Skepta getting attacked from both sides now. Constant repositioning for Skepta. And Skepta's gone. Kuma Leo finishing that off there. Slyke still needing to heal up. Managed to get hold of a medkit. So yeah, this west side's very good for people like Nish that need to survive and not come across too much action. So east side, sorry, and the west side's very busy, and there's going to be quite a lot of fighting over there. Totem just on that edge at Mount Kresnik. It looks like Totem are going to edge it, trying to make it to last zone nice and safe. Heading straight to middle's pretty risky right now. There's quite a lot of people. Also, the middle is a little bit elusive, considering the main middle zone's covered in water. By taking a middle compound at this minute, you're kind of committing yourself to that future zone shift. Oh, sorry. Who is that? Driving straight past Victus. And they will get away. But they're actually driving straight towards Totem as well. They really don't want to be driving around in that car when they go past Totem. Did Totem hear them pull up? That's the question. I don't think so. Looks like it's just far enough away that they didn't hear that car. Okay, Rin can hear Kuma moving now. Chris too. They're not going to move. They're going to get that element of surprise. Oh, wow. Wow. Totem. Just don't move. Chris and Rin wait for the perfect moment to strike. I don't know how one of them came in the back there, but one of them jumped through a window or something. Aha, these stairs here. Yeah. Sorry, forgot about them. So one of them managed to come in the flank, but they just turned around and sprayed down. Nightmare for Kuma. They did manage to make it out alive of that tricky situation driving past. And They just walked into a building that Totem had just taken for themselves and just sat there so calm and quiet. Nish actually still in zone. Has Nish got a vehicle? Nish needs a vehicle. Yeah, Nish has one, it's good. So Nish is going to be heading down for this mountain here probably. Nice and clear. Maybe just hanging around the edge. Maybe taking a full rotation into Hot Springs as well. Yeah, the bikes are much better too, bro, I agree. 2 bikes times 0 is still 2 bikes, eh? Nish has actually got a PhD in maths and thinks that 72 times 0 is 72. Just arguing about that in the chat there. Check it out if you want to catch up on that madness. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get away from Nish. He's doing a great job surviving, just edging it in for now. There's still 14 teams. Got to push it to the top 10 at least. There's no team kills for Future Nature right now, and Totem are currently sitting on 3 team kills there with that squad wipe. Klausig getting pushed in right this second by VAE. Victus. Klausig also hasn't moved, so... Ooh, how did they know? Oh no, that was Klausig. Yeah, I was about to say, how did they know that Klausig's up there? That was the Klausig's guarding the stairs. Ladies and gentlemen, wait a little bit longer between your mollies. If you only have 3 mollies, you may as well throw them... Oh dear. You may as well throw them a little bit more separated than that. Because, see, now he's run out. And they're all just going to burn down at the same time. There we are, and Klausig does go down. The rest of IO have just pulled up though. No, sorry, they're miles away. Look at them. We've just got 1 here, Famos, and 2 down there. So they're not going to want to let VAE Victus get away with that. And Famos and Co can get on the other side of VAE Victus and watch them as they leave for zone. Viper and Climber could really mess this situation up for VAE Victus if they could just get in here and get in the back. Okay, so now the zone's finally settled on the west side. Nish could maybe rotate around these lower roads and get into that other empty side. There we are, Famos goes down. Not sure what Viper and Climber were doing, but they definitely left coming down to that compound a bit too long. Here we have Defeaters trying to push up the hill towards Yakuza, and they've got a knock on Sobek. Smoked up a little bit. Smoke's coming down towards Sobek. Spin heading around for a wicked long flank right now. About to pop up behind Yakuza and just spray them down. You can see Sayo right there. Just missed the chance to knock both of them, but Sayo's on pretty low health now. Gave away the flank location, unfortunately. But they are just going to leave them on edge of zone here. Sayo going for the rev on Sobek. It is zone 4. Sobek better have some bandages. Going straight in for the first aid, and there might not be time in this zone. Looks like there was. 4th zone is just about enough time to get one of those first aids in. And Sobek and Sayo are going to be heading to zone now. Oh, and there we have help. AWM Datati has gone down right now. Yakuza very trapped on the top there. And Nish has zone. Look at that. 13 teams remaining. Nish in zone. Totem are also in zone still. Oh no. Sorry, I completely missed Totem disappearing. Right, I missed the kill feed for that. Looks like Totem are out the game already, and all Nish has to do is survive, and they might have won. Okay, Sobek making that rush down. Ooh, the Yakuza push didn't quite work. Where was the cover? Defend that push so well there. Defeaters are not going to let Yakuza stand one more shot into Bin Bay and it's over. T-God does finish it. He'll just have a little check on where Nish is. Nish is just waiting down here, having a little scout out the battlefield. 12 teams remaining. Intense Susie getting Vay Caesar down. Nightmare Gotcha getting Halo. And because we have a Volnova zone, we of course have some Volnova roofies. Very popular part of the map, especially when the zone enables it, is the Volnova rooftops. And I'm surprised to only see one squad up there. There's a few different rooftop areas you can claim. And we might see some more, but the zone also still yet to pop. Maybe might pop outside of Volnova. Help there. Looking pretty good in that compound. Still in zone for now. It does depend where it chooses to pop. As an airdrop flies down into the middle of Volnova, right next to what seems to be yeah, it seems to be a spent out flare drop as well. So Nightmare gonna have a lot of trouble getting into zone here. Vish doing pretty lucky, should be able to just shift through the buildings bit by bit and make it into zone, while the rest of the squads fight outside of zone. Nish, sorry, there's a guy in my clan called Vish Nish. I'm so sorry, I keep on calling you Vish. So many teams wiped out, but looking at the leaderboard for what we've got left, there's a lot of power left here and a lot of kills to be taken. VA Victus, 8 kills before they were taken out. They could have got a really high point game if they just kept going. Oh, it looks like Hell Gaming are up on that other rooftop now, and they've managed to get hold of that airdrop even. What did you find, Wasaba? No gun. Leaves the MK. Literally the most OP gun in the game, and it's left behind. It makes me sad. Nish is edging in bit by bit. Oh, and Jetto gets taken down behind by Screw. Defeaters pull up very close to Nish. Oof. Is going straight in for the aggression. Spin hasn't got a clue. But Nish isn't in zone right now. Needs to make it in first. So patient. Hardman goes down. Explosion by BKS Dark. Nish, it's your chance. You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it, buddy. They're not even watching. Run, Nish. Please don't die to zone. Nish. Don't die to zone, Nish. Nish. Please don't. Please stay alive, Nish. Oh no. Oh, he's definitely pinned yet. They're aware. How did they know? Nish maybe going to have to heal up and go out in 8th, but because Totem are gone, that might be Future Nature taking the whole pack. I don't know. Yeah, Spin smashes him the minute he tries to make that push. And Help actually do have very good position right now. Intense going to have a bit of trouble moving it down to zone from these windmills. And so many people pulled up by Help. Intense have pulled down. Six teams remaining in the 7th zone. That's pretty good going. That's what you get in this more suburban warfare where there's lots of cover and buildings to hide in. Actually does take some MP5 spray from Help there. BKS trying to sneak around and pick up some kills here. Just throwing a smoke. Nexus AWM Screw there. Screw does go down. Very calm right now as the circle closes in. It's gonna leave like the Kings, Defeaters, and Hell Gaming out of zone. They're gonna have to push a little bit further forward into the edge of these buildings. Hell Gaming up on the top there. They should be able to get to one of these rooftops, but then we have this huge town square that's in the center of the zone, and everyone's gonna be hugging the buildings for now. But it's looking like it's gonna be a rush to the open space eventually for zone. Santachi taking a lot of damage, but still alive. Intense don't have to push too far to get to zone. They do just have to cross the street with enough smokes. It shouldn't be too difficult. Santachi nearly goes down, but makes it across. Mortem too. Mortem doesn't take any bullets. Someone's hit Dark again. And Nexus is on the rev. Intense made it inside. Oh, they both jump into their own molly. Couple of funny mistakes tonight. Morton goes down. Susie almost too. Dark actually steals that kill from Help. T-God goes down from above. Santashi taking serious risk there and does also go down. Hardman trying to rev the goat right now. BKS Dark with that OP surprise position there in the top. And like we said, it's building for building now, and they can just hug these buildings. But the zone will shift out of their favor. Yeah, Dark, you need to climb up and you need to tank it now. You've screwed yourself. You need to tank up and jump in. No, don't fancy getting in the zone. Alright, BKS Dark just going to hang around there on the edge. Nexus is in zone. Is BKS Dark in the next one? Yeah. Okay, we're on zone 9 now, and it will just start moving into this square. This is going to be very interesting. I love a good zone 9. And especially when it goes like this, cover to nothing. That's such a perfect last zone. Baki's probably going to stay there and overwatch. So if you're watching this and want to know a bit of last zone tactics, what you need to do is keep one person behind if you can afford it. So in the case of defeaters, for example, they want to run into zone, leaving Baki up on the top, tanking. Oh, spin. Needs to heal. There we are, XG. See, XG left Nexus up on the top, Dark in the middle, taken out by Haku there. Spin goes down, Haku's on the top, and it looks like the Kings have taken first place while everyone else drops to sprays and zone. Did I get your backflip? No, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. You might win, Frick. Who knows? 9 kills. Rise of Kings first. Defeaters in... So that's 9 kills for Rise of Kings there. Defeaters in second with 4, 5, 7. X-Gamers in third with 6. Help getting 4th with 4 kills. I did expect them to do good tonight. They've proven that they're not completely at the bottom of the rungs, bottom of the pack. Really good at 4th place victory for Hardman, the Goat, and T-God, with only 3 players as well. Intense in 5th place with 5 kills. Hell Gaming, 6th place with 6. And in 7 with 2 kills is NM. Okay, well, thanks for being with us. My mom ruined last game. Well, yeah, if everyone could just click out, follow on the channel. I just stubbed my toe underneath the table. Out. If everyone could just click follow on this channel, I need to get to 100 ASAP. And yeah, I've got to get off now, but it's nearly 10 o'clock. Normally finish a little bit earlier than this. Thank you very much for being with us. And I'm back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Back on Friday with a Dimension tournament. So yeah, bless you. See you soon.